Have you ever been lying right next to someone you actually love and still felt completely alone? Not because they did something wrong, not because the relationship is bad or falling apart or any of that, but there's this quiet ache somewhere in you, like no one really sees you, not even the person who's supposed to know you best. If that's happened to you, you're not broken. You're honestly not even rare. There's real psychology behind this, and once you get it, it stops feeling so confusing. Point 1. It's not about love, it's about being known. Here's the thing. Loneliness in a relationship usually isn't about how much your partner loves you. It's about whether you feel understood by them. Two very different things. Psychologists talk about this gap between companionship and emotional intimacy. You can have someone next to you every single night, sharing a bed, a home, a whole future, and still feel like they don't really know what's going on in your head. Love answers one question: are they here for me? But intimacy asks something deeper. Do they actually get me? And when that second question goes unanswered long enough, loneliness sneaks in, even in a relationship that's otherwise good. Point 2. You stop sharing the small stuff without even noticing. Early on, you tell each other everything. The weird thoughts, the bad days, the stuff that doesn't even matter but you share it anyway. Then life gets busy, and slowly, without really deciding to, people stop sharing the small, vulnerable things. Not because trust broke, just because I'm fine is easier to say than the truth. This has a name, actually. Emotional withdrawal, and it's rarely on purpose. It builds up one skipped conversation at a time, until two people who genuinely love each other are basically living parallel lives instead of one shared life. Point 3. Sometimes you're performing, not connecting. A lot of people fall into playing a role in their relationship without realizing it. The easygoing one, the strong one, the one who doesn't need much, so nobody has to worry about them. So even when you're talking to your partner, you might be talking as that role, not as you. Your partner ends up connecting with a version of you, not all of you. That gap between who you are and who you're showing up as is one of the most common and most hidden reasons people feel lonely in relationships. Point 4. Your brain mixes up closeness with connection. This one tends to surprise people. Your brain just assumes if someone's physically there, you should feel connected to them. That's the default setting. So when you don't, it can feel confusing, even guilty, like something's wrong with you for feeling lonely next to someone you love. But physical closeness and emotional closeness aren't the same thing, and your brain processes them differently. You can be an arm's length from someone and still feel emotionally far away. And that doesn't mean the relationship is failing. It usually just means the emotional side needs some attention, not the relationship itself. Point 5. Naming it is where it starts to change. Here's the good part. And this kind of loneliness isn't a sign your relationship is doomed. It's actually pretty common. And it's fixable, more often than people think. The moment you can say something like, "I've been feeling a bit disconnected lately," not from you specifically, just in general, that's the moment things can start to shift. Most partners don't want the distance. They just don't always notice it happening either. So if you've ever felt lonely in a relationship you genuinely love, that doesn't mean something's wrong with you. And it doesn't mean the relationship is broken. It usually just means there's a conversation that's been waiting to happen. If this put words to something you felt but never quite explained, hit subscribe. This channel's basically about that, putting language to the stuff we feel but almost never talk about.